Okay, hello guys. In this quick video, I'm gonna show you how to farm room. How you can actually get your own herbs without needing to buy them to train herbler. It's actually really fast, really easy, and you should be able to do it starting up at any level. I personally recommend at least 44 farming. Before that, you can do player on farms or other stuff. At 44, you get access to irid seeds, and irid is the moment we can start preparing for overloads. So overloads are high level potions, and we need irids to start with it. So first of all, we're gonna talk a bit about what we actually need to do the farm run. So first of all, we're gonna need a setup. So right here, I have the optimal setup for farming. I have a gatherer's cape with 120 farm cape. You can skip it, no problem. Master farmer hat. If you don't have master farmer, you can use regular farmer outfit for bonus XP. I have a Grace of the Elves that I'm actually not using. If you see, we have zero charges there, so we're not actually using porters. There's no need for it, so we save some cash on that. And I'm using Brooch of the Gods. These two are basically items you can use to get a little extra via certain spirits, Blessing of the Gods, and the Brooch can also store many urns, so it's helpful. Now, for the rest of the items, I have melee offhand. I have Excalibur here just to so I can bladed dive. If you don't have bladed dive, there's no real issue without it. And wilderness sword 4. You want a wilderness sword. You really want a wilderness sword that is capable of teleporting you to the herb patch. If you don't have it, there are other ways to get there, and we will actually start with the wildy farming patch because it's the most dangerous. So we want the less amount on herbs on ourselves. For the last item, you want Ring of Whispers. If you have it, it gains a +2 to every gatherer skill, so you get +2 farming, and that way you can get a little bit extra. Now, on the inventory, you're gonna have a teleport crystal or teleport seed. If you have access to Priviliness, you're gonna have a Trollheim Farm teleport. You can buy these things from the Grand Exchange now. They are kinda new. So you're gonna have a Trollheim Farm teleport. You need a Big Arms Adventure to or something like that called the quest to actually use Trollheim Farming Patch. So if you do not have a Big Arms Adventure, just keep Trollheim Farm teleport out of the build, and it should be fine. You have a Catherby teleport, an Ectofield that it's actually pretty helpful. You get it from Ghost Ahoy quest. If you haven't done it and you're planning on doing farm runs, I think Ghost Ahoy requires level 20 prayer and like 30 combat or something like that. You can go do a Ghost Ahoy and get an Ectofield. Very good item. And an Explorer Ring that will allow us to teleport to Falador. I'm going to show the optimal route. However, if you want to do other routes or start in another patch, that's perfectly fine. I like this route. I think it's the fastest. So it can help a lot to have these items. If you do not have these items, don't worry. You can still do a very big farm run, a really easy farm run. You might have to get an extra potion that we're going to talk about it in 1 second. Besides that, you want to get Ultra Compost. I use Ultra Compost because it actually increments a lot your breeding success, your farming, your crop rate. And if you have dragons in your player on the farm, you are high level farming. If you get dragons, you can actually add manure picking up activity right after your farm run. So it should take around 7 to 8 minutes instead of 5, 6 minutes. And you can actually get your own ultra compost. I got to 120 herb. I farmed 20,000 lanzarimes without spending a dime except on seeds. So once you get this, you wanna have a juju farming flask or pot, whatever you want. I recommend having 2 doses at least for beginners. Once you get experienced, you can go with one single dose. However, I always try to get 2 doses here. And obviously, if you don't want to go to wildy, that's fine. So this is the setups we have. I personally like to preset my farm run. I have everything here. I have a farming effigy here, except for the juju pots and the seeds because I don't like jujus being used and I change herbs frequently. So I don't want to be like stuck on irrits if I'm planning to farm quarms, felstack, or other kind of herbs. So right now I'm gonna farm. Oh, I do not have enough, so I'm gonna farm for some arbok. So I'm gonna go and buy 100 arbok seeds. It's half a mil. That's fine. We're gonna get 100 cash back from this single farm run. I'm gonna show you that. So I'm gonna get Arbok seeds right here. I'm gonna deposit and we're gonna take seven. There are seven patches we can do in a farm run. So we're gonna take seven seeds. And right now we're gonna close this up. And there's one just thing we need besides this, an aura. You have, you must, you will, you want to get the best legend, the best green fingers aura you can. uh, this first effect prevents crops from being diseased for 20 minutes. It's useless. Let's just face it. It doesn't work. But it provides a 50% chance of double herbs when active. That with the Juju Farming Flask, Juju Farming Flask is a 33% chance of double harvest. So you can get up to three herbs per pick. So once we have that, we're gonna drink the pot, we're gonna activate the aura, and we're gonna start with the wildy patch. So what you want to do is you want to pick the herbs, ultra compost, plant, and move on to the next. Once you see your inventory starts to clutter, you can use the leprechauns um, to you can use the leprechauns to note the items. So we're gonna activate the aura, drink the juju pot, and we're gonna right click Excalibur, click activate. I mean, right click Wild Sword, click Herb Patch, and yes, teleport me to level 18 Wild. So we're gonna go to Wildy. It's pretty safe, but you should be careful. So just turn your auto reactivate off, and we're gonna start picking up herbs. I'm gonna change screens for a second here. So you see we're picking up the herbs slowly. And we're gonna pick them up. If you have 99 farming, you can actually have your farming cape pick them up all automatically. So we're still picking up. This is the blood width we had. So we use a herb on the leprechaun, and the leprechaun notes it. So now, oh, I lost that certain spirit. We use the ultra compost. We plant the blood width on the herb patch. I mean the arbok, and we're gonna search to this obelisk. Since we have Wildy Sword, we can actually choose the destination, level 13 wilderness, and just teleport away. Once we're done, we're gonna teleport to any other patch. I like to do Trollheim next. So I like doing the tabs as soon as possible since we're only using one. So we will free up some inventory space, and we have Felstock planted here. I've been planting Bloodwith to make some pots as of late, but I mean incense sticks for back criminal. So that's why. Then we plant the Arbok, and now we're going to Catherby. So we teleport to Catherby, and I'm gonna zoom in real fast to the game. Once in Catherby, we go to the patch. We'll see how many herbs we get at the end of this. So we should have fell stuck on the rest. You can plant different seeds if you want. You can go like, oh, there are seven patches, so I'm getting, I don't know, Irit, Lantarime, Dwarfweed, Quarm, and Quarantine. That's the five combat herbs. And we're doing, I don't know, Rana and Torsto. I don't know. So now we're gonna empty our Recto file. Afterwards, this is just personal preference. And here at Canifis, we can go up, search. I like to blade it dive diagonally there and use our double search and pick the herbs. You do not need double search. You do not need any of these. bladed dive, double surge, pro player stuff. We're only doing this because we have 6 minutes until our juju farming requires another dose. So we want to be as fast as possible, also so that we do not take much time. So now we're gonna farm here, compost, herbs, and we're gonna right click the Explorer's Ring cabbage port to go to the Falador farm. Explorer's Ring 4, it's very easy to get. It doesn't require really high levels, and I think from the Explorer Rings 3 onward, you get the teleport. So it should be really, really easy to get. So we're picking up some herbs right now. You can count if you have more seeds or if you have any buff that can save you some seeds. You can always keep count on how many path patches you have done with uh, with the amount of uh, compost you have. So right now we're gonna go attuned teleport crystal seed, and we're gonna choose Freeways. It's the fifth option back at Braveness. Remember, if you don't have access to any of these or to some of these patches, just remove them from the route. It's going to be faster. It's going to be a little less hurt. So we get here. We're going to pick up the herbs, picking up herbs. So we're going to use the herbs on early. This doesn't have a two leprechaun because it's a special patch. So it's this farmer, the one who has a rake. He's the one who knows your herbs. Afterwards, we do this, and you wanna either load the stone to Ardung, or if you have the Ardung tasks completed, just the manor farm teleport. That way, you will get to the farm really, really fast. You will be here. You will pick up the last amount of herbs. And I usually keep the herbs for myself, but since we are demonstrating a point here, we are actually going to sell them because we want to prove that we can get back the cash needed for 100 seeds really, really fast. So there we go. We have the seeds planted. We are done. We have done our 7 seeds, and we actually got a minute left on our Juju farming. So this is a farming run. As you see, it's really, really fast. It's a complete farming run on the real time. We planted the seeds. We now have to wait 90 minutes. There will be some herbs that will probably die. I mean, Ultra Compost makes it easier for herbs to not die. Also, in your tool belt, you should have your magic secateurs from Fairy Tale Part 2, Cure a Queen. Once you have magic secateurs on your tool belt, they are epic. They give you a 10% increase to yields, so you should have them. And let's check this up real fast. So if we change right here, I don't know if you can see it. Let me just increase the icons for 1 second. This is gonna look awful, I know, but it's gonna help. Yeah, it looks awful. So here we have 21 Bloodweeds and 81 Felstack. Now, please, please, please let me go back to a good place. Thank you very much. So now we're gonna sell them. 21 Bloodweeds, it's 500, 400k if we insta sell 20% less, and 81 Felstack, that's 700k. So if we now collect and check our history back here, we bought 100 Arbok seeds for 431k, and we sold our Bloodwith plus Felstack over 1 million, 1.3, 1.4 million. So it can be a very good way to get some profit. It can be a very nice way to get some free farming. And suddenly you will find out something like this: 961 Builder Overload, 1.8k Supreme Overload, and oh boy, I have used a lot. There were more around here. I mean, 300 overloads, regular overloads, and I have a lot of materials yet. So why do I have so many? Well, whatever. And this is a farm room. This is a simple farm room. You can take benefits from it. Now, this is a point where we end the video. However, if you want to get your own ultra compost, what you do is you want to go to your farm at the end of your farm room. That's why I end at the farm because I usually end here and just check my animals, check food, check growth, etc. And you want to climb and muck out the dragon manure. This will give us a bucket of dragon manure, and that bucket of dragon manure, we can make ultra compost with it. So we have dragon manure here. We climb over to this way, and we use dragon manure on the compost. So there we go. We have more dragon manure here. Once we get 15, one more, we're gonna be able to close it up. And in 90 minutes, the next farm run we make, we're gonna be able to open it and get 15 dragon manure. If you have three pens breeding and two larges with dragons, two dragons, you don't need more. You usually get 15 manure in the time you do two farm runs. So you actually get enough ultra compost to sustain yourself, and that's farming. That's that. You can get it real easy, real simple. Afterwards, if you don't need your beans or you want to get some extreme experience, you can go here to animal potions and you can buy any of these ones. I recommend the leafy one. You can get the leafy potion, and the leafy potion you can use on any herb patch to grow instantly. So you can pick up, plant, leafy pot, pick up, plant, leafy pot, pick up, and repeat. I actually did that with golden dragon fruit to get 40 mil farming XP in 1 hour in a double XP weekend. You can also use goody for trees or fruity for fruit trees if you want serious XP. So yeah, that can help. I hope this video works for you all, and as always, see ya later.